Jack Silva working on Turner. The big defender takes a hack at Silva and then blocks his shot. Odessa crossing sides, throws her shoulder into Connors. Pacheco into an area for McBride, dumped in. Odessa protecting that puck from Connors, left off. And now Anthony Marchand takes it, a one-hand pass from his belly to Pacheco. Shot is then turned away by Bose. But a great effort from Matt Pacheco. As Palumbo darts towards the net, he threw it off the thick part of the glove of Bose. He then passes it out to Pacheco, crossing the entire length of the offensive zone to get it there. And the Railers on the attack early through the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of this second period. Connors backhand for Turner. Forged out by Devin, but Tristan Boyer handed off for Chase Carney, and Hansen had blew a tire as Carney was navigating his way over the line. So 2.5 gone by, and the Railers able to spend almost all of it down by Sam Bose. Real good shift from the line of Marchand, Silva, and Odessa, and have to give a lot of credit to the 2-point men on that shift. Pacheco and McBride, as they had kept it on the Valley half for a while, as Medvedev sends a floater in that is blocked by his own man in McAleer. San Roden stepped up on Zimmerman, and now it's thrown along the far side wall by Hansen, shoveled back in by the Warriors. Zimmerman trying to push that puck by San Roden, backhanded out. And now Connor McAleer handed off for Weinman, over for Hansen, fed back for Weinman under pressure from Robinson, chipped it over the net. Hansen was looking for McAleer, who was making his way towards the crease. Kicked in by Nikita Medvedev and now jammed in with the stick, floated behind Connor McAleer, who sends one in towards Weinman, shuffles a backhander, it's trickling in the crease, they jam at it, and Bose kept it out. McAleer did not get all on that attempt, but it wound up on the tape of Jack Weinman anyway. It went through Sam Bose, and Anders Johnson dove in there, and I'm pretty sure he saved a goal, and he has a chuckle with Josh Bells as he makes his way out of the area that Sam Bose typically occupies. But Anders Johnson still looking for his first EHL goal, but he's got his first career save, as that one was trickling past that red line. McWhinney protecting the puck as he found Matt Pacheco. In behind for Ed Soulier. Soulier wrapped up by Bells, got the stick in the midsection. Now Lombardi in the middle, and he scores! What a bullet from Matt Lombardi as he just powers that puck by Bose off a great feed from Ed Soulier. Nate James now watched by Anthony Marchand, hurried across to Landon Booth. Trying to fight that one through Charlie Odessa. Angles one off the end wall to McMains. Off the stick of Silva. Kept in by Odessa. Shot one deflected by Silva and wide. Marchand tries to jab that puck out to McBride. Odessa, brilliant back check to money up McMains, but he charges ahead. Fed it through to Landon Booth. Couldn't get a handle on the puck. Outside the zone, Palumbo hustling ahead on Nate James. Curls around the net, out in front for McBride, and it was blocked. Appeared to be Teddy Justice who got all of that puck in front, and into the netting it goes. What pace to this second period. The Railers, just like in the first, they have dominated. They slipped a little in the final 5 and gave up that game-tying goal, but with 10:52 remaining in the second period, once again, it's been an all-Worcester stretch. And as I say the word stretch, my mind goes back to that stretch feed from Pacheco to Jack Weinman, the Railers' top gunner, who beat Fatadad but not the post. The shots are 1-9 as we approach the halfway mark of the game in this second period. Leclerc looking back door. Kulhanek got a glove on it. William Prey dropped off for Cummings. Another stop by Kulhanek, and he will swallow up that puck. Sherm and Carson James in a wrestling match, and Sherm just muscles him to the ice. We'll see if Anybody is caged for the next 2 minutes. And in that stretch, Seacoast did get 2 shots. So just as it was 9-1 in this second period, it is now 9-3. The shots overall 19-13 in favor of Worcester. Face-off coming to the glove side of Kulhonic. 1-1 the score with 10:34 to go in the first period. Wicker, such an effective forechecker, frees it up for Max Bolak. He waits for an option towards the goal. Wraps around, fed it for Swain. Now Dutcher down for Burnson in front, and he didn't get much on it. Ahumada was able to close it off. Pinching is Dutcher, kept it alive, snapped one off of Mattingly. Now Dutcher breaking down. Wicker with the shot, and he scores! With 21.8 to go, Aiden Wicker scores! And for the first time in this game, the Railers have the lead. 50-50 draw comes to Ryan Dutcher as he followed it up. Now Kidd to O'Malley. Kidd trying to break through. O'Malley dragging. He shoots. It's blocked. Up the wall. Dutcher stationary. 2-on-1 here. Tomac lapping ahead. He's in. And he scores! Drake Tomac. Hat-trick goal. Game-winning goal. Game 3 in Tewksbury on Sunday. Face-off won by Worcester, and Tristan Boyer will send it up the far side wall where it's battled for. Soulier with a one-hand try to get it out. It's eventually fought out by Matt Lombardi, and now it falls back to Soulier, who sends it in far side. Not too far, though. Stolen away from Kukareka. McWhinney scores! Kukareka turned it over right down Main Street. McWhinney fires up high on Yost, and he breaks the 16-game goalless drought. With 5:22 to go, the Railers have established a lead here. 1-0 thanks to an unassisted goal from Sean McWhinney. Now it's potential break for the Chiefs here. Vasiliev's on the attack to middle ice. He fires and he scores! In his first game back from injury, Nick Vasiliev ties the game under a minute later. The last few minutes of this game have certainly belonged to the Seacoast Spartans. McBride fanned on a pass. He's going to have to hustle to clean up the mess he made. Here is Braden Riley. His shot was negated by Jack Collard. Colin Craig given a rough ride by Collard. Osterberg escapes to beyond his blue, given all kinds of hassling by Connor McAleer. Colin Craig near side, shifts by Collard. He's still got the puck to the forehand. What a goal! Colin Craig, turnstile Jack Collard, went to the forehand, glove side high on Kulhonic. And he evens the score here with 2:33 to go. Carney pinched against the wall. A swipe by Sherm, never got there. Potential 2-on-1 here. Budina, he's got men's breaking. Budina scores! Top shelf. It's the Gritty on the celebration. And it's 4-1 Wolves, just like that. Face-off won by the Railers. Odessa's shot blocked out high. Corbin Mealy able to keep the puck in, dishes over for Connor McAleer. Near side wall, opens up, waits for an option, fed it to Odessa at the near point. Over for Jack Weinman, squeezed it through for Silva, and he scores! Jack Silva on the power play. And the stalemate has been broken. Standing on that one was Barabee, and a kick save by Healy on Mattingly. Mattingly spins another one in. It's intercepted by Burnson, who lost the stick. Mattingly above the circle snaps a shot, and another pad save for Healy. Under a minute to go, centering feet alone, and Healy robs Mattingly. Another 5-star save for Aiden Healy, as he has been under siege. 6:20 to go in the second period. Railers with it. Lombardi with a nifty self-pass. Working on Hurd, hands it off for McAleer, and he rings one off the pipe. Collard right back in behind for McAleer, who has been active today. Lars Osterberg, one of their more frequent penalty killers, sent into the box. So 44 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time for the Railers. And if there ever was a time to awaken their power play, this is it. 2 for the last 20, including their last one. In the new year, they have dipped below 30% after the Exeter Showcase. It's the first time they've done that all year. They were 30% from essentially September to January. Absolutely remarkable, and still at 27.9%. Excellent numbers, but as far as being 10% in the last several games or so, it's less than ideal. Lombardi out there with Palumbo and Soulier, Sherm and Neely on the points. Interesting to see Matt Sherm out there, not a frequent power play player. Palumbo in the slot looking for a tip, went off of a pair of bodies. Soulier out to the point. Sherm again, top of the circle, down behind. It is Lombardi for Mealy, one-time blast. Soulier jamming at it. It comes back to Corbin Mealy near side. Far side Sherm, top of the circle. Down behind the net for Soulier. For Lombardi, Mealy between the dots. He sailed it high. He had some net to work with. Soulier ridden off that puck by Cummings. Palumbo forces out to the point. Mealy another try, drag. This one deflected. Jam time. They're whacking at it. Couldn't pile it home. 5-on-3 is over. Mealy another shot off the outside of the post. And some real good chances there, but nothing finding twine. Tristan Fatadad stood strong, and when he didn't have to, the glass behind him did. Matt Lombardi behind the goal line, near side wall for Mealy. Lofts one to Sherm, far side point, goal line Connor McAleer back to Sherm. Center point, Mealy shuffled off to the near side for Lombardi. Cruises in, goal line, Palumbo, backdoor McAleer! And Fatadad in the split stopped him! BJR up with it, blasting aim. Working on Swain, and Swain tabletops them with the old school hip check. So here come the Seahawks, 2-on-2. McManus gets by Sandroad, and McManus over to Herrera. Kohanic take a bow. Better to win the initial series as Rossi dangles around Odessa, now fed one through, and Kulhanik with a great save on Max Morris. Max Morris, who joined the Chiefs in the latter portion of the season, had 15 goals. 13 of them coming with Team Maryland, who he started the year with, and 2 with the Chiefs. He's got 3 points in the playoffs so far, all 3 assists, which is half his total from the regular season. And now it is the line of Martin, Lim, and Glaubitz. And talking to Coach Heffernan of the Chiefs prior to the game, he really likes this line because of the engine and the hard work of Martin and Glaubitz, and he feels like if they can open up Ethan Lim, they can make magic happen. And Lim's got 3 points for the postseason so far. Martin's got an assist, and Glaubitz has 2 goals. So Coach Heffernan, you've pressed the right buttons so far. Before that 3-game win streak on the road, the Railers had dropped 3 at home. This faceoff is heading to the club side of both in the Valley defensive zone. They conceded 42 shots against per game in the 3-game losing streak compared to their last 3, which have all been wins. They've allowed only 27 shots against per game. Their power play has gone 4 for 7 over the win streak. Valley guilty of icing here compared to just 2 for 12 in the 3 home losses. They were shorthanded 17 different times in those 3 losses, and discipline was largely their enemy as they blew 3 third-period leads, and 2 of them were results of penalties taken by the Railers. And of course, the most important stat is 3 wins versus 3 losses. Welch, who played prep at St. Paul's School at a 9-19 last season, blockered away by LaPierre, was the shot by Sear. This HCRI team, very young and inexperienced team, lots of rookies, lots of players coming from AAA and prep. They do have a handful of USPHL guys, Giovanni Ursulo, Colby Speth, Oliver King, all having played in the USPHL. Some successful EHL Premier players like Nate Guinness and Joshua Hogue. Will O'Brien, too, who has turned it on as of late, was a 20-goal scorer for the New Jersey 87th Premier team. Just as Joshua Hogue put up 20 goals for the Express Premier team last year. HCRI on the exit. Guinness with the shot, gloved by LaPierre.
Good morning and welcome into the Worcester Ice Center for this 11:30 a.m. matchup between the Worcester Railers Junior Hockey Club and the Seacoast Spartans here in the EHL. Thank you for joining us here on Hockey TV. I'm Basile, bringing you into the Worcester Ice Center where the hometown Railers are taking on the number 2 in the league, Seacoast Spartans. Railers coming off back-to-back losses, and it was 83 days ago the last time the Railers lost back-to-back games, and ironically, it was against these Seacoast Spartans. For a span of 14 games in 30 days, there was only one team that beat the Railers, and it was the Spartans. It was a home-and-home series on November 17th and 18th, and the top line of the Seacoast, Drew Oliveri, William Prey, and Kenny Maxwell, absolutely decimated the Railers. Between those two games, Drew Oliveri had 8 points, William Prey had 7 points, Kenny Maxwell had 5 points. They outscored the Railers 10-4 with a 6-2 dominating win at the game here at the Worcester Ice Center. Railers managed to make it a much more interesting game at Exeter. In fact, outplaying Seacoast, but they could not get the job done, and puck has dropped, and a big reason for that was the netminder wearing 33 for Seacoast right now, Tristan Fanadet, who stopped 41 shots that game.
Now O'Malley trying to pin it to the wall with 10 seconds to go. BJR trying to break out. Great poke by Aiden Swain to keep it on the Ranger half. 3, 2, and 1. And the Railers are going to come into Tewksbury and steal game 1.
8 seconds left. The Chiefs will hustle their way out of the zone, and Anthony Marchant with the steal will seal it. And the Railers are headed to Providence. They say the road to Providence goes through Worcester. For the Railers, it will come from Worcester, and it will be a road of redemption. They lost in the semifinals last year to the Express. They will look to go all the way in what is their second straight year getting to the Frozen Finals.